How you doing, folks? I'm Trenius, Henderson. You're tuned to the infamous Living Room Network. Divine Powers is always working for us because we're trying to do right. So have you had enough dealing with non-awakened people, right? Non-awakened people, especially if you're a person that's really sensitive to energies. I know that you're probably having a hard time dealing with people who don't know nothing about energies, you know, people that are not consciously awakened. And sometimes this could be a hassle. You know, sometimes this could cause you to be depressed. You know, you can get really, really frustrated because you're having to deal with people who are not conscious or who are not awakened and not trying to make themselves better so that they can make other people's lives better and the world a better place. So, folks, I'm about to tell you 5 tips. So stay tuned through the whole video so you can get all 5 tips. I'm gonna cover all 5 of them, so this way you'll know how to deal with this type of person, you know, now that when you go back into your everyday reality. Okay, so the first thing that I have for you is do not try to change them, folks. Do not try to change them. Do not try to change them. You can't change people. People are gonna be who they want to be, and as a conscious person like you are, you have a tendency to want to teach people things all the time. It's like you are sucking in all of this information on your journey of self-development, and you're becoming super intelligent. Like you're becoming like so smart that when you see people who are not behaving right, you know what I'm saying, for lack of terms, behaving, but you see people who are not thinking and using their mind, and so you'll always feel the need to like want to like tell them something that you know, that you learned, so that they can better themselves. This is cool, this is good, don't get me wrong, it's always good to help somebody who want to be taught something. But remember, most of the time, people that are non-conscious and or not awakened, folks, they don't really want you to tell them how to do nothing. Okay, the only thing you're going to end up doing is getting yourself in a whole bunch of drama, a whole bunch of arguments that you don't even want to be in, because most people like that are very, very stubborn. You know, and it's crazy that it has to be this way, but like I said in my video yesterday, if you're not subscribed, you probably won't know exactly what I said yesterday, but that's okay. What I was saying in yesterday's video, I was like, you know, well, we're in the Aquarius age right now. If it was only like 5 years ago, folks, we just experienced an age shift. Once upon a time, we used to be in a Piscean age, you know, the age of division. Now we're in the age of the Aquarius, you know, and it's all about information. You know, and how much information do you have? And this is what makes people nowadays become so conscious, because some of us are jumping on that information that is become readily available for us, and we taking it in, while you still got some people who over there like, nah, I don't even care about that stupid stuff. I'm gonna do me. I ain't worried about no information. I don't even want to learn how to work no phone. That's for young people, you know. And so they become hip to that traditional way of living, while you got people over here sucking up all the information in this Aquarius age. Okay, so if you want to know more about the Aquarius age that we're living in right now versus the age that we used to be living in, the Piscean age, I got a video for you. Just click this little tag right here, folks. When you come back and rewind this video back over, don't click it yet, but I need you to click that video, look at the time, 3:31 or something like that, and just come back and click that little tag right there. Okay, so number 2, the second tip that I have for you when dealing with non-awakened people, folk, is don't argue with them. Don't argue with them. These people have a tendency to try to show you that they still got it together. You know what I'm saying? They want to show you that the traditional way is better. You know, they always try to show you, you know, how you're so much an outcast from everybody else and you should be doing things the normal way. You know, so their whole objective most of the time, folks, is to get you out of the realization that you are different. You know, they want you to feel like you are still just like them. And you're not going to go very far if you don't listen to the advice that they tell you. You know what I'm saying? So this creates an argument. This creates an argument, especially for a conscious, spiritually enlightened person like yourself with somebody who is not thinking on that level. You know, it's only going to create arguments. So what they do, they feel like if they can get you to like succumb, I think I said that word right this time. Somebody spoke up and let me know in a comment below that I said that wrong last time, but succumb to them and their ways and in their ways of doing things, but you don't want to give in to their ways of doing things. But they know that if they can get you and throw you off your rocker and get you in like some type of disagreement with them or some type of argument with them, that's when they can do their worst damage on your whole energy. Because we got to understand, folks, we live in a world where it's not all about what you see with your two eyes. It's mostly about spirituality and energy. Energy. So unconsciously, these people could be trying to like just want to have some of your energy, you know, but they don't know a way about going how to do it except for like getting you in an argument and then belittling you in that argument and making you feel less than who you know you already have become or who you already are. So that way they'll match up and be on your frequency again. And so it kind of makes them feel a little bit powerful that they can get you to be like upset, or, you know, that they can get you in a nice argument with them. Now, the third tip that I have for you when dealing with non-awakened people, folks, is you got to go back to your own corner sometimes. Sometimes you got to escape in your books, in your studies. You have to get in the habit of loving your own ways of living your life versus, you know, trying to get everything outside to change and to be more like you. So this puts you back into a mindset of your own. If you got books out there, you got a lot of books, get back in your books and read books. Read more information on the internet. I know a lot of people who like to watch YouTube videos. Watch more YouTube videos. Stay in your own world. Okay, so don't be sidetracked by like what's going on around you. And if non-awakened people are always trying to like, you know, get on your nerves, you know, and just trying to disturb you, trying to aggravate you and all this and that, that's cool. They gonna do that from time to time because, like I said, it's all about an energy thing. Your energy is so contagious. And you stand out. No matter where you're at, you're going to always stand out. And they can feel that energy, especially when they're vibrating at such a low rate, you know. But you're like over here, and you like that right there. And they just like, I can't do it with both hands. I ain't even going to try anyway. But y'all get the point, you know, two different people. And so stay in your study. Stay on your mission of self-discovery and self-development without feeling like, you know what, you got to go out here and you have to like make everybody see what you are learning. You know what I'm saying? So that's tip number 3, folks. What was number 4? Number 4 was sometimes what you got to do when you're dealing with non-awakened people is you got to cut off your smart self. Cut off your intelligence sometimes. You know, we live in a world where nothing is set in stone. We live in like a paradoxical world, folks, where anything could happen at any time. And last time I checked, the world has always been a very mysterious place. So, I mean, even though they label people geniuses, nobody's really a genius. Nobody really knows more than the other person. When you really truly think about it, nobody is smarter than the next man. You know, we're all personalities. We all have our own goals in mind. We all have our own vision and perceptions and beliefs and thought patterns about how we want to do things and get things done. It's just that we live in a world where everybody's trying to, you know, help get everybody to see their way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? So you being a spiritually awakened, spiritually conscious person, knowing that you're going to go around somebody who is not as spiritually awakened as you, one thing that you can do to prevent your energy from being depleted or taken away from you is sometimes just cut off your intelligence. Now, I ain't saying be dumb or nothing like that. I ain't saying act dumb. Don't act dumb. But I'm just saying talk less. You know, talk less. You know, if they make a remark about something that you know is wrong, agree with it and say, yeah, you know, well, whatever you, because to each his own. Just because somebody has an opinion about you don't mean that you have to believe it is true. So if people want to, non-awakened people want to always give you their opinion about what they think about something, you can agree with it, but that don't mean you got to believe it. It's all about keeping the energies balanced when you're dealing with non-awakened people. That's all they don't really know no better half of the time. So you kind of got to like baby them along. I know that's crazy, but it's the same thing. Like the physical world and the spiritual world, people could be spiritual babies, where it's like they don't really have an inclination of spiritual knowledge. You know, but they might be physically grown, you know, or they might be physically young, or, you know, whatever, whoever they are, you know, they could literally be like spiritual babies, where it's like they don't really know how to activate that part of them to think in a different form and fashion. So sometimes it's necessary that when you go around a kid, you do the things the kids want you to do. You know, sometimes you just chill out. You don't have to always give them insights and advice. Just every now and again, throw something in that is super smart, super intelligent. But then go back to just being normal. Just go back to just being a normal, conscious person. But you do have that third eye open at all times when they're around. You know, they don't got to know your third eye open. You know, so all I'm trying to do is make you more comfortable when dealing with non-awakened people. Like, all I'm trying to do is just make you see their ways of living, you know, versus how you are thinking. You know what I mean? Got to understand that these people still need your help. So you want to kind of give them a helping hand by not being 100 grand all the time. You get what I'm saying? Oh, that rhyme right there. I'm getting good at this, y'all. Yeah, like that. Anyway, so the fifth sign that I have for you folks is, you know, you smart, you can do this. Change your perception. Change your perception. Think about it. If you really want to get technical, the only reason why we see people as non-awakened or non-conscious or not like us is because, you know, we have to change our perception about how we see them. So what we got to do, the last tip, what we got to do, once again, let's come back, let's humble ourselves. Let's come back, humble ourselves, change our perception about people, because everybody's technically our brothers and sisters, you know, and everybody we should be treating with love. We're supposed to always treat people the way we want to be treated. And I know this is the last thing you want to hear, but this is what you got to hear in order to keep your energy way up here. Realize that you can't see them as somebody who's not awakened. Just see them as just somebody who's trying the best they can with what they know. Like I said, half of the time, non-awakened people, spiritually unconscious people, they stuck in their ways. Most of the time, they don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, they don't understand deep things. You know, because they just know what they know, and that's perfectly fine. So we can't necessarily say they are non-awakened or anything like that. They're just another human being who hasn't figured out life yet, just like you and me. You know, but we can be a lending hand from time to time. We can, you know, say, get them some aspiration, or, you know, show them gratitude, you know, by still making them feel like, you know, they have control over their life by being respectful and thankful to them. You know what I'm saying? Because they need all they can get, folks. Okay, they need all they can get. And you know, once again, they got to learn in small little baby spoon, teaspoons, or whatever you want to call it, folks. So I know it's hard dealing with non-awakened people, because it always makes you feel like you're the one that's doing something wrong. You know, it always makes you feel like you should dumb down yourself, or, you know, they don't like you, or, you know what I'm saying? It always makes you feel uneasy to be around people that are non-awakened, because if you're spiritually enlightened, which I know you are if you're watching this video, I know that you're very, very sensitive to energy. You're very sensitive to energy. But I can guarantee you, if you keep these 5 signs or tips in mind, I've been saying signs the whole time, but if you keep these tips in mind, I be doing tip videos, signs videos, and all kind of stuff, folks. So sometimes it be going over my head too. But anyway, so if you keep these 5 tips in mind, I can guarantee you, you know, you'll begin to feel more balanced when you get around non-awakened people. You know, people that's not like spiritually like thinking about like the universe and the cosmos and stuff like that. You know, you'll feel more in tune with them. You know, you'll get more comfortable. So that's it. Those are the 5 tips you should know. Again, folks, if you want to go back to the very front of this video, rewind it back and go watch that Aquarius video, so I can tell you more about, you know, the things that we're experiencing here in the Aquarius age versus what we used to experience maybe 5-10 years ago when we were in that Piscean era, that Piscean age, okay? So with that being said, if this video resonated with you folks, if you know you spiritually enlightened and you got some non-awakened people around you and you're going to take up these 5 tips and run with it, give this video a thumbs up right now. Speak up, let your voice be heard, leave a comment below, and tell us about some of your experiences that you've been having with non-awakened people. I know y'all got some out there, so don't be scared to speak or let your voice be heard. Let us know your story. I know they're real funny. But in the meantime, thank y'all so much for tuning in, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you need me one-on-one to help you deal with like non-awakened people, if you know you're in a tight situation, you've been trying everything that you can to get along with people and to make things cordial, to compromise with this person, whoever it may be, whatever you may be going through. If you need help, if you need solid advice, folks, I can help you one-on-one. All you got to do is look in the comment section at the very bottom of this video. You'll see my email, and there you can reach out to me so I can help you. If you're a person that's sensitive to energies, I can help you literally change how you feel when you go around non-awakened people. Okay, so in the meantime, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe up here by pressing my little face wink icon right there. Make sure you press that. And while you're here, go ahead and check out this next video. I'll see y'all on the other side. Peace.